there, Kendall here, and I've been working all day long, and this evening I'm working on a couple projects. I got home for the holidays that I'm working on this big extravaganza where I have this whole sex and spirit thing that I'm putting together, a mini series, and it's going to have videos and some just amazing material in there about how our sex truly is spiritual. And then I've also got this other program that I'm working on. I'm going to be interviewed next Tuesday with a fellow coach, and we're putting together this incredible class, and it's just on how not to have heartbreak anymore in your life. And for that, I'm working on self-esteem and sex, and the reasons sometimes that we have sex, and the poor reasons that we make to have sex. But as I'm working, I'm just going through stuff, and a lot of the things, my emails pop in, and my phone's dinging at me, and my Facebook chats are blowing up, and people are messaging me all over the place, and I got all these people who are filling out applications and inquiring about, can I coach with you? Can I coach with you? And that's all fantastic, and I'm loving it, and I love helping people. But the one topic that keeps coming up for me today seems to be around need-based love. And need-based love is really, an interesting thing, because I would say that probably from my experience, and just looking out there into the world with the people that I've dealt with, and from other educators and the different education that I have gotten for coaching and relationships, is that I would say probably 80 or maybe even higher, but at least 80% of relationships are need-based. They are not actual love relationships. So we are in a love relationship, this intimate relationship with somebody that we are in love with, right? And we say we love them, but when truth be told, it's actually a need-based relationship. And what do I mean by need-based relationship? We should need the person in our life, right? And they should need us, and that's why we're together. Well, yes and no. Do we need our partners? Oh yeah, we need them for different things, but we tend to want to need our partner, or believe that we should need our partner for everything. And no matter how phenomenal a relationship is, there isn't one person that can fulfill all of our needs. We really have to learn how to get out of our comfort zone and out of just the relationship, and stop expecting our partner to be our everything. We have to start to look at, how can I get my needs met, even if it means that I have to go someplace else. Now, I am not necessarily talking about sexual needs here. I have, had many relationships in my life. Some were monogamous based, some were polyamorous based. I've explored the swinging community, so I understand and believe a lot of different things, but what I'm talking about here is that we tend to want our partners to really fulfill all of the voids in our life, and basically take care of us in a lot of ways, and be there for us, and really, here's how you'll know if you're in a need-based relationship or if you're in a love-based relationship. Let me give you this. So when your partner goes away on a trip, let's say, whether it is business or personal, especially if it's personal, if it is just a trip where, let's say, your man is going on a guy's trip, or your woman is going on a girl's trip, and they're just going to go hang out, or maybe they are even getting together with somebody of the opposite sex and having coffee, or discussing some material, maybe even doing some work or something late at night. How do you feel? What does that bring up inside of you? If your partner is trustworthy, has not broken your trust in a sexual fashion at all, then if you eliminate that, how do you feel about your partner leaving your side? Do you run around missing them all the time, or can you actually move on in your life and do things in enjoyment and just be happy for them? Or do you wish that you were with them on that trip? Do you wish that they weren't having that experience without you? Can you go on a trip and actually just enjoy yourself without having to share every little detail and miss your partner? Or do you find yourself constantly, messaging your partner, or at least having a desire to message your partner and letting them know, I miss you, I miss you, I miss you? Now, we think that the words miss you means that we love somebody. It's because we're feeling a void. We're not fulfilled in ourselves. We're not at peace and in love with ourselves. So we really truly miss somebody else. And it's because of that void that we're experiencing with them, instead of the fulfillment that we have in our life and living from that state of fulfillment. As well as like when we start to get jealous over our partner, or whether it is that we're getting jealous over them. Goodness, all the lights went out here. I'm driving to get my kid from work and I ended up on a street where there's no lights. Anyway, sorry. So jealousy. When we're jealous about our partner hanging out with somebody else, doing something with somebody else, or just something that they're really good at, maybe better than us, no matter what the jealousy is a sign of an insecurity in ourselves. It is not a sign of love, people, okay? Love is not jealous. Love is not envious. Love is not, wanting to control. Love is about true love. Unconditional love is about wanting the best for the other person, and we want them to experience the best and have the best, and we're joyous over the things that they are doing, sharing, experiencing, and the people that they get to be around and everything. So I want you to look at your relationship, and I want you to ask yourself, is my relationship a relationship of love, or is my relationship based on need? Look at the things and really examine it, because if your relationship is based on need, then you need to start leaning into love, and you'll get out of the need if you actually just really do the work on yourself. I'm slowing down because I got to pick up my kid and give you so but if you are in that state of need, it is a sign that you're not feeling complete in yourself, that you're not in love with yourself, and you need to fall in love with you so that you can let that love in, because the love that you show to yourself is the same love that you can show to another. At the capacity that you can love yourself is the capacity that you will be able to love another. So the more unconditional you can get with yourself, the more fulfilled you can get with yourself, the greater the love for self, the greater the love for another. And I can't stress that enough. And with that also, the more complete that you're going to feel. And when you're feeling more complete, you will also not have the needs that you have anymore. You will not have the jealousies. You will not have the desire to control. And you will find out that it is a beautiful thing that you can actually have, and that is unconditional love. Unconditional love for yourself, unconditional love for your partner. And it's just amazing how that can just go out and expand, and how you can really truly just bask in that love. And it is the love that we feel from the Creator. It is the love that that we should feel from as small children from our parents, and we should be able to give that love to our partner also. And it should not be need based. And even though we have our needs, we can ask for some needs to be met by our partner, but we have to learn how to take care of ourselves, and we have to allow our partners to take care of themselves too. So I hope that this was helpful. You can find me at www.kendallwilliams.com.